Good morning, all. I hope you slept well. I did. I slept like a baby. Until this morning, I got woken up by my dog. Apparently, we're having some trees cut down. Because that's important. It's important to have trees cut down. I get it. I get it. If trees are covering the house and stuff like that, then it's a danger. It's a danger. I understand. Cut down the trees. But if they're not, I don't understand why we would take trees out of the world. It's weird to me. It's a weird concept. I don't quite understand it, but whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. That said, man, last night, I'll tell you what. I had so many revelations come to me, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. On my mind. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it all, quite frankly. The news was on, yet of course, and it was Miramar, Florida. I know it's not Miramar Beach. I am extremely close to Miramar Beach, but I know there is another part in Florida with Miramar. It's Miramar, Florida. I'm not sure. Something to do with ISIS, go figure. And Florida is laying the crackdown. They're laying the whip. Florida definitely lays the whip in a lot of different ways, doesn't Florida? I would agree. Come to find out, Mar-a-Lago is in Florida. And Epstein was in Florida. Lots of interesting things happen in Florida, I'll tell you that. A lot of funny money, too. A lot of funny money and a lot of funny operations happen up in good old the Sunshine State, which is where I live. Born and raised. It came to me. I'm going to focus on my timeline. And so I'm gonna share a story time with you. So my ex-husband and I, Matthew Burr, the one that molested me as a child, and now I ended up marrying him. You know, those unhealed childhood wounds, things that make you go, huh? It's all right though. It's all right. And I don't regret it. I learned a lot from that season of my life. But it came to me. So, a month before our wedding, him and I had a disagreement. We were already having problems. We had problems our entire relationship. I can't tell you how many times I left him. I can't tell you how many times we broke up. It was not a healthy relationship from start to finish. We should have never been together. Period. And so, anywho, a month before our wedding, it was our anniversary, and we went out to eat, and he hit me at dinner with a prenup. Our wedding date was planned, everything was organized, and we were already having major issues. I did not want to get married. All right. And so I made it known that I would not be signing a prenup. Quite frankly, at that point, and not because I wanted anything to do with anything he had going on, because let me tell you about some funky stuff that man had going on. Nothing but funny money all up in that. And I definitely intend on unraveling all that. If it needs to come to fruition. If it needs to come out. Believe me, it will. But that said, I told him I wanted to call off the wedding. And I did call off the wedding. I canceled all of the vendors. I canceled everything. All right. And if you go back, check facts and all that, believe me, you're going to find that because this is truth. And he knows it. And he then proposed at that point to have a fake wedding. He's like, look, we don't have to go through the whole thing. We can just have a fake wedding. I mean, that's an interesting concept. Could you imagine? You know, a fake wedding. That was the response to me wanting to call it off. And I didn't want to just call it off because of the prenup. There was a mountain of things why I called it off. Because we were constantly arguing. I didn't agree with a lot of things that he did in the business front. in the personal front. We weren't aligned. I was depleted. He had 4 kids. I had my son. The blending wasn't working out, the blending of our children. The family dynamics was off. It was an unhealthy situation. That's when I picked up my addiction, was with my ex. And that's just the truth. And so, and again, I'm speaking freely. This is my story. I'm entitled to share it. And you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe me. And I'm not placing blame on anybody. I take accountability in everything. Accountability in everything. So, after that dinner, the proposal of the fake wedding, right? I had a conversation with my mother. Regarding the wedding. And her response was, the grass ain't greener on the other side, Amanda. Grass ain't greener on the other side. All right? It's pretty much as good as it's gonna get. This is it for you, Amanda. And you have to think, at that time, I didn't have a pot to pee in. My ex-husband controlled all the money. All right? I had the little bit of money that I made, because I was working at the time, but I wasn't making very good money. I was working at that company, to say the least, but I wasn't making very good money. I had nowhere to go. I had nowhere to live. And I was put in a position where it was like, your mother tells you, well, this is as good as it's going to get. The grass ain't greener on the other side. And so, needless to say, I went through with the wedding. I had my wedding, and that was a crap show. I got extremely drunk and totally made a butt of myself at my wedding. Totally. My anxiety was so high. I was on Lexapro at the time, and there was so much emotion that I was going through, just in reference to everything in my life. And I took upon myself that day to take extra medications to drown out my, just pushing through it, that fake wedding type deal. And so one thing led to another, and I just made a complete butt of myself. Quite frankly, I don't even remember a good portion of my wedding. And honestly, if I was him, I was shocked he didn't want an annulment. I would have wanted an annulment. If I was him, sitting in his shoes after the way I acted, I would have been like, nah, this ain't gonna work out for me. This is why, I'm just being honest. I'm being straight honest. And, so it's crazy to me, looking back at my timeline, because he's involved in it. Very much so. My entire family, everything. And I know it. They know it. We know it. We all know it. All right? And it's one of those things. The truth is going to come out. That I can guarantee you. Shame on everybody unraveled in my little story that took it upon themselves to play God in my life. My heartbeat is important. I am important. So are you. Every single one of y'all are important too. Every single one of y'all that took it upon yourself to corroborate this entire operation in my reality, in my life, and play these little strings so you guys could do all these things in the back. Conjure up all these things in the back. Drain me because you knew how kind-hearted I was. Because you knew the light that I carried inside my heart. And you knew and you thought you could get away with it. And I'm here to tell you and show the world that you can't. Last night I'm sitting outside and I was like, dang, they really put themselves in a bit of a pickle at this point. Because at this point in the venture, they can't just go take me and Candace out and everybody else speaking truth. That would really, really look peculiar, wouldn't it? That would look straight peculiar. The only thing they can do is try to slow us down. That is it. And that's the only thing that they've got standing when it comes to me, is to slow me down. And baby, there ain't no more slowing me down. There is no more slowing down. That's just a little nugget, a little sliver of my truth. Yep. And I said it. I did indeed.